Testing 1, 2, 3. I know I'm not really speaking to anyone right now, but this is just for myself. This is my first time streaming with a microphone. Yay! So now I don't have to reach over and chat to everyone. Oh my gosh! Hi, Wiffle Possum. Hi, Idaho. Thank you so much for following. I was just talking to myself. This is the first time I've actually hooked up my microphone to stream. Hi. I hope you like the vibes here. Essentially, all I'm doing is just doing a little wire wrapping. Oh, thank you so much. So I'm doing a little bit of wire wrapping today. I'm making this little amethyst pendant. And then I am hoping to do a custom that I've had on the roster for a little while. I experienced just a little bit of burnout, as one does, and so I'm really excited to get into it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hope you like the vibes here. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I am used to doing things kind of solo, and things were picking up a little bit, but again, I've experienced burnout and I just couldn't bring myself to stream, so uh, I'm kind of nervous, honestly, but I am very excited. Thank you so much again, Idaho. I really appreciate it. Yeah, right. I know you can kind of tell where I got it from. Me too. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And I'm actually getting a little PNG tuber made by Lou. I'm super excited. I just sent him my ideas last night, and he's looking at them today. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm planning on having the little PNG tuber like just in that. I think either like on the corner here or like where the notifications pop up. I'm not really sure, but it's gonna be so good. Yeah, I love the celestial vibes. Like, my business is very like celestial stars and crystals and stuff. So I gotta have that, those kind of vibes in the stream too. Yeah, I know. I was super excited. And I saw him doing like the PNG tuber stuff. I was like, oh, that is going to be perfect. And because I've been like, I'm really nervous to be on camera, and I'm always such a mess when I'm creating. So I was like, I also watch a lot of VTubers too, of course, right? So I was like, well, VTubing is a little bit expensive to get started. So PNG is the way to go. And I saw your PNG tuber as well. I was like, oh, that would be perfect, like just to get started. But I didn't know how to do it. And then when he did a stream where he like showed everyone how to do it, and I tried it, and I can't draw at all. So yeah, I'm super excited he accepted the commission, and it's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to share it with everyone. Yeah, for sure. It is tricky because there's so many people kind of doing their own thing or like a similar thing, but I definitely feel like you have your own unique style, and I definitely think that you're going to be really successful. It's just a matter of like building that community. It's so hard, and like figuring out exactly like the aesthetic that you want in your stream. Like that took me forever just to like kind of figure out. And I already kind of had an idea with my business, like the dark blue, for example. Like that's what I use with all my business marketing stuff. But like finding the rest of it, like the style, it literally took me weeks. So yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And I love all of like Lou and Az and Momo and Kaza. They're just like they have the best vibes and they're not competitive at all. Ugh, they're just so amazing. They're so inspirational. They're kind of the big reason why I decided to try streaming. Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do I like that anime is like super popular. I kind of I'm giving Lou like complete creative control because I honestly don't know like exactly how I want it to look, but I was like if you don't want to do anime, like something more realistic, go for it because like the chibi style or like the anime style is so I feel like everyone has them nowadays, so I feel like it'd be cool to have something a little bit more unique. And like I really love his art style and it really connected with me, and I'm like oh, I can't wait to see what he comes up with. Like I sent him a whole Pinterest board with like all these like well there's some anime girls in there, but like just more like realistic like dragons or like D&D characters. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm just super excited. And I should definitely take a look at Platinum's PNG tuber. I don't think I've ever checked them out when they were streaming, but I will definitely need to check them out. Oh yeah, that's so true. Yeah, and like I know that you did what was the con name again this weekend with Kaza? Like it's super cool. It's so cool that you can like work so closely with Kaza and like be part of the community. Uh like that's amazing. I feel super shy to like be anywhere, and also I'm in Canada too, but I'm in BC, so I'm really far away from everyone, so I'm like I don't want to like oh, Techo, yes, Techo. Yeah, I can't wait. I know I kind of missed the very beginning of Kaza's stream where she was talking about it, so I'm hoping to catch the VOD a little bit later. But yeah, like like from what I could see, all of that looks so amazing. It must have been such an amazing experience to do. Oh wow! Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh wow. Uh, yeah, I was in the position to get the board to invite her. Yeah, that's so cool that you were able to do that with her, for her, together. Like, that's incredible. I know I used to live in Toronto back in 2020. I moved out to BC in 2020. So I'd only been to like the con there once or twice before moving. And I really miss doing that. Like, it's such a great experience to be around like so many similar minded people. And oh man, I used to love Artist Alley too. I would spend so much money. Oh, British Columbia. So it's on the west coast of Canada. We're kind of on fire right now. Yeah. That's where I am, and I'm in the interior. So doing the stream right now is also kind of distracting me from all the things that are kind of happening around us. Because the city that I'm in right now, we're quite okay, but there's lots of wildfires around, and we're kind of all watching them because we had a big storm roll through last night, and it brought a lot of rain, but also a lot of lightning. So, and I don't know if you guys are experiencing the crazy heat wave this past couple of weeks, but like, it has been so hot here. Like, it literally felt like we were in an oven. So it was like the perfect conditions for all these wildfires. I'm hoping that we get more rain. We need more of that rain from last night. Just no more lightning. Yeah, I know, and it's kind of been expected now, like since I moved here. Like, it's interesting because on the East Coast, you really don't experience wildfires very much. So, like, growing up, like, maybe once it was kind of smoky, and I was like, oh, that's kind of strange. But yeah, since moving out here, it's like the new expectation is knowing that the wildfires are going to be coming every summer. Uh, yeah, it's definitely different, much different to have to prepare for that and like deal with the smoke and things like that. But fingers crossed that with this cooler weather, we'll not have to worry about all the wildfires or anything. But like I said, that's why that's why I'm doing my stream today. I had time, and I need something to distract myself. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like staring at the wildfire app, worried. Oh, thank you so much, Idaho. I really appreciate that. I hope so, and also I don't. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I honestly don't know. I wanted to have something that kind of like keeps me accountable, just like all the other streams, like the Pomodoro streams that Momo does. Because sometimes I can just like get lost in doing things that aren't relevant, and um, I definitely know that when I'm doing the streams that I keep myself accountable more as well. So fingers crossed that it does. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's so interesting. I feel like a lot of places are getting like the extremes in weather recently. So, and also like where I am, it's more like a desert-ish, or just kind of strange. Like BC has a lot of interesting terrains. And so like in some places it's like a rainforest, and where I happen to be, it's more desert-like. So it's kind of comes with the territory of living here that we get that like extreme dry heat. I don't know. I wish we had a little bit more of that. I mean, we definitely don't want any extremes, but the like flooding rains would kind of be good right now for where we are. that's totally understandable. It's too bad that you can't work on the stuff or show people what you're working on, but that kind of makes it fun too. It's kind of like working behind the scenes, and you get to share that sort of thing later on with your viewers. I'm really excited to see what you're working on. I'm like, I'm a real lurker. I tend to like go into people's streams and not really say anything, uh, unless I feel like pretty comfortable with the community. So I've definitely come into your stream quite a few times and just not really said anything because I'm always a little nervous. So I'm excited to see what you come up with next. But enjoy the time off because I know that streaming can be just like a little stressful, eh? Just setting up and like getting things ready and hoping that people come in. So at least you can do some of that, your work, and not have to worry about that extra stress. Oh no. No. I totally get that. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And I feel like things have changed so much since COVID, like social expectations and going out and like meeting people has been really difficult for a lot of people. Um, I have noticed though, thankfully this year that like a majority of older events have kind of come back, so that people can go to like the cons again, and like people are more comfortable doing that. So hopefully there are more of those kind of events out in Pittsburgh where you are. But yeah, I like being out. I'm like the opposite. I like to stay at home. I like not having to socialize. My only socializing is like doing the farmers markets, because that's how I've been paying my bills. Has just been vending at our local farmers markets on Wednesdays, which is why I always miss Cause's streams on Wednesdays because I'm at the farmers market. And we've also been having a lot of like cool festivals and stuff in town. So that's what I've been doing, or making most of my money from. But I do want to also stream because wintertime there are like no markets at all, where we are, like from December until like March, April. Like there's absolutely nothing, and that's kind of like the time where all the artists just spend their time creating. So I feel like if I kind of have some kind of established footing on Twitch, that would be like amazing to have like some extra little income coming in, while I'm doing my art anyway. Oh, that's good. Well, productive is good. Yeah, it is tricky. It is tricky to find something to talk about, and for me, I always struggle like to find something to talk about. So if I'm a little awkward or I kind of have like awkward silences, that's just me trying to figure out what to say. But I guess that's good. Like with streaming, is when you are extroverted, it's a little bit easier when people come in. You can take the reins and kind of steer the conversation. Yeah, I'm not very good at that, I have to admit. So I really appreciate you being kind of like my test run here, testing out all my kinks. And my partner always tells me when I get nervous, I have this really awkward laugh, and I can feel it coming out. I'm really trying not to. I'm trying not to do the awkward laugh, but I really do appreciate you being here, Idaho, and helping me through this little awkward stage. And what have you been doing? If you can divulge, what sort of things have you been working on this week? Yeah. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad I got the mic set up then, because usually I just I like my last few streams I'd just been typing, but it's kind of hard to work and type because, well, obviously wire wrapping takes both hands. So I realized I was losing a lot of time, and my partner had this microphone just kind of sitting around. I was like, oh, could I use it for my streams? Like, is that okay? And he set it up last night for me, so I think it's way nicer than any other mic I've ever had. So it's kind of fun. And I definitely think it'll be more engaging once I have the little PNG tuber guy. The idea that I gave Lou was a dragon girl because I absolutely love dragons, and I don't know if it's going to be more dragon or more girl. I honestly am like, I have no preference. Just go for it, whatever you think would look really cool on the stream. So I don't know, we'll see what he ends up coming up with. I'm super excited. Oh, that's so cool. And is it the lead character artist in the movie I've been working for? That's really awesome. Is it kind of like so it's is it an animated movie, or? Well, I would assume so. This is kind of a silly question. I guess. Oh, very cool. 2D animated musical, but is kind of like the Don Bluth kind of movies, like the Swan Princess, that sort of thing, if I'm understanding the vibes correctly. Gosh, I love the Don Bluth old animated movies. Oh, very cool. How long have you been working on that movie for? Like, are you kind of like in the depths of making it, or is it kind of like at the beginning stage and you're like the end stage? Oh, wow. Well, congratulations on the official start to production. Wow, wow, wow. What's the timeline, or what does the timeline look like on making like a movie? Is it like a full length, like hour-ish kind of production, or is it more like a short film? And also, I guess there's is it a larger team or like a smaller team? I'm just so curious. Thank you for answering all my questions. Wow. That's crazy. So only 2 or 3 years from now, right? We're in 2024. Yeah. No, wait, 20. So it's 1 year. 1 to 2 years from now. Wow. So that's pretty quick then, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. Okay, yeah. That's super cool. Wow. What an amazing thing. It's too bad like you can't share like little sneak peeks of that. I imagine that would be like really against the rules to do, but that sounds amazing. I know if I'd be working on a project like that, I'd want to share it all the time. yes. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna have to lurk and see if I can find some of those sneak peeks. That is very, very, very cool. I'm super excited to see. Oh, we'll definitely have to or you'll definitely have to have a watch party with everyone, like on stream if you can, to share that accomplishment when it comes out. Okay, I will definitely have to go back and take a look because that sounds so, so cool. It's so cool, like all the amazing things that people are doing in the community. Thanks so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you'll have to update us. Or can you do that on like the Discords and stuff? Or do you have your own Discord? I don't know. It's so hard to like keep track of everyone's community, social media, this, that, and the other. Because if you do, I'll definitely join. I always like to lurk on Discords and like follow up on people's projects and stuff. Yeah, makes sense. No worries. Let us know when you do, because I'd love to be one of the first members. It'd be so fun to see. That's okay though. Whenever you end up streaming next, obviously there's no pressure. Take your time, you know, take it day by day. And whenever you can, I'll definitely, if I'm home and not at a market, I will definitely join in and say hi and see how things are going. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I should narrate what I'm doing. So right now, I guess I'm gonna practice. Yeah, of course. I'm just gonna practice narrating what I'm doing and kind of explaining what I'm doing. So I'm creating the frame for the pendant here. So this one's just gonna be a super simple one. And what I've been doing as we've been chatting is I've just been weaving the bail. So this is the little loop where the necklace chain will go through. And I'm measuring it to about 3 centimeters, so I'm almost there. And once I'm done weaving it to 3 centimeters, I'll put it into that loop and then I'll tuck it into the bottom of the frame here. So you can see I like put it up here and I have a little bit of space at the top so I can like tuck that in. And then like with these little leggy guys, or arms, legs, I can do a few designs on top of the veil, like some simple swirls, or you can add some beads or whatever, and then that makes the simple pendant. Hopefully that makes sense. And of course, thank you again, Idaho, for joining me here today. I do really greatly appreciate your company. Oh, diamond art. I've always wanted to try those. They seem very intimidating somehow. Like the larger ones, the more complex ones, they look like they'd be super fun, but also very time consuming. But I bet, yeah, she probably made some amazing streams with that, because it is very satisfying to like watch someone like put each of the gems down. That's super cool. Right, yeah, totally. Kind of makes me want to try it someday. Except maybe something smaller. And maybe like something from the dollar store. Yeah, yeah. And it's so cool that that you continue streaming too, kind of like in her legacy. I think that's really sweet and a way to kind of like connect with her still. I know I saw when you shared your story on Kaza's stream. I think it was near your birthday, or I think it was also near the anniversary. It's such a sad tale, but also so sweet, so precious. I'm glad that you have those very sweet memories of her, and that again that you can continue like her legacy by continuing your own streams, and also being part of like the Twitch community too. It's so interesting like streaming on Twitch, because it's such a big platform. There's so many different streamers, and like I even learned recently about like the biggest streamer. I had no idea. My partner was like, yeah, do you know who the biggest streamer on Twitch is? And I said, no, I have no clue. He's like, yeah, it's some Spanish guy who does like sports commentary. I was like, what? That's crazy. Because all I do is I'm only really on like the small side. Like the biggest streamer I watch, I think, is Iron Mouse. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, it's a big small community. One of the big small communities. But yeah, it's so cool, like all the different communities that have popped up recently. Like, because I think I only really started watching Twitch maybe in January. Usually, I would just like watch YouTubers. But then I got tired of watching YouTubers, and I was rapping like, and my partner watches stream a lot, or watches Twitch a lot, or streams. So that's how I started being on Twitch. And then after like finding Momo streaming, I was like, oh my gosh, because I used to watch all of her old videos on YouTube, and I was like, oh no way, like she's streaming now. And it's so cool, like see all of like those old cosplayers, like Az, and I kind of knew about Kaza, but not so much until like I started watching her streams. It's so cool the way that the community has come about recently, like in the past year or so. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little explanation again here. So I finished the bail. So now I'm just gonna wrap it around the top here. You know, a lot of wire wrappers will use a tool for this. I just kind of eyeball it with my hands. So there's the bail, and this is gonna be the front here. So I just kind of fit it in, give it a bit of a squeeze to set it where exactly I want it, just like that. And then I just secure it by wrapping it around and then squeezing the ends. Right? Isn't that crazy? So cool how the community has grown, and I feel like it's grown a lot recently. Like a lot of people are rediscovering their favorite creators, like are streaming now on Twitch, and things have just been blossoming, which is really cool. Sorry, my hands are a bit sweaty. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for sure. I definitely think that their works help people in so many ways, and I'm sure that they're told that all the time, but it's different when you can connect with them a little bit more personally, like through the streams and like through other ways like you're able to do with Kaza. I think that's super cool. That you can really tell them like the impact of their work, like directly, which I feel like it's something that, you know, a lot of artists or video, you know, creators online haven't been able to get until more recently, I think. Okay, there you go. So now I've secured the bail, and I'm just gonna cut off. Where am I? Ah, here they are. So I'm just gonna cut off the ends here. There we go. Oh no. Well, I'm sure that there will be a time where you can. At least you have it now. It's unfortunate that it didn't make it for that time, but like I said, I'm sure that there will be another time where you'll be able to give that to her. Aww. Was it one of the art pieces that you were doing during the month of May? Like the ones you posted on the Discord? Or was it a different piece? Oh. Oh. Oh wow, that sounds so cool. Which persona? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I have like vague recollections. When would that have been? Which ones? Oh, okay. I will definitely take a look. I'll take a look right now before I forget. Oh my gosh, I'm not following you. Okay, I am following you now. Oh, is it the one that you that you have what's the word? Pinned? Looks so cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the colors. Oh my gosh, Momo, of course. I love how she's like front and center. Oh, Az looks so mischievous. I love it. Oh, so cool. Yeah, I remember the more recent ones from May that you posted in the Discord. There we go. You've got a new follower. Yeah, of course, of course. If not, no worries. If you are, then thank you so much. I don't tend to look at my followers. I get really nervous because the number's been getting kind of big, and it makes me anxious. Okay. So, now that I've finished the bale, like the basic frame, I'm now going to set the back wire here so that the amethyst has something to sit on. So this is the back. I'm just gonna use my pliers here to make a little kink in the wire. Doop. Doop. Try and make it as even as I can. It's a little lopsided, but that's alright. We'll fix that a little bit later. We just want it to sit kind of nicely in there. Oh my goodness, my fingers are so slippy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't been posting too much recently. Again, I had experienced a little bout of burnout, and it really hit me hard. So I just haven't been wrapping very much. I think this is like the fourth or fifth piece, and usually I wrap like 4 to 5 little pendants a day, so slowly get back into it. Be gentle. Kind of the best way to get about doing art again. Okay, I'm gonna straighten out this here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no worries. Please enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much again for actively chatting with me, Idaho. I really, really appreciate it. Enjoy your food. Enjoy dinner. I probably won't be streaming for too long. I also need to make dinner here, but then I'll probably be back on a little bit later to do that custom that I've been sitting on for a little while that needs to be done. know that I'm just chatting to myself, but I figured that I should keep practicing while I can. So this is pretty well the finished piece. I think that I could probably add a little bead in here just to kind of like fill in the swirl. So I think I am gonna do that. So let me just go into my collection and pull out some of my beads. Also, for those who are lurking, don't forget to keep hydrated. Make sure that you get your drink, whatever you have on hand, and take a good drink because it's easy to forget to hydrate. Okie dokie, so I have a couple of different sizes when it comes to my gold beads. So I've got, these are, the bigger ones here are 3 millimeters, and the smaller ones, if I'm not mistaken, oh, here, one's flying out. Put that in the bowl here. That one is, if I'm not mistaken, 2.5. Let me take a look. I've got everything marked so I don't forget. Yeah, so 2.5 millimeters, and you've got 3 millimeters here. And I've got like the cost of, of each bead, because I have to put that into account for every single piece that I make. Okay, so I'm gonna see which one fits best into the little section that I have here, this little loop. Ah, and look at that, the 2.5 fits like perfectly in there. So what I'm gonna do is keep that out. And I'm just gonna get a little bit of my weaving wire here. It is a 28 gauge weaving wire. I'm just gonna take a length of it here. I don't like it. How many inches is that? It's about 5.5-ish inches. Or inches. Yeah, inches. And just going to get my bead here and feed it through. And then bring one of the sides back in on itself. Back to that first hole so that it makes a little loop. And that loop's going to secure the bead onto the wire. Taking 2 pliers and very lightly tugging. Alrighty, there we go. And then I'm just going to push the bead to the center here with the little loop on the bottom. There you go. So then I got like the legs of the weaving wire. Just chop it off. So now they're about even. And all you gotta do is put it through that loop. See if the legs want to come out. Just kind of tug it into, oh, I can't tug it in too tight there. It appears that it is just slightly larger, the loop. So I don't want it to, here, I'm gonna pull it out if I can. And reposition it, there we go. So I'm actually gonna put the legs, I think, on a different side. Alrighty. Twist it around until I have it. Yeah, that feels right. That's not going to squeeze itself through. And then it's just a matter of securing the weaving wire to the bail here. So I'm just going to go behind. Let's see. The best way to hide it is to kind of follow some of the lines that you've already created with the other wires. So I've got the one leg through here, and I'm just going to pull that. And where's the other one? Feed that one through as well. There we go. It is caught on something, just not letting it. There we go. Perfect. And I always like to jiggle the bee just to make sure it's secure. And it is pretty secure in there already. But just in case, I do like to do another loop around. Again, I'm following that same line. Feeding it through again. Do it again one leg at a time. Excuse me. Oh, and that broke, and that happens sometimes. Totally okay. And then I'm just going to cut this guy off here anyway and tuck it into the bottom of the bail. Alrighty, and then I like to go over it really quick just to see if there's any sharp edges or something that I might have missed. And it looks like I did not. So that is this little guy done. Local wrapped amethyst. Because I got really sweaty, oily fingers, we're gonna give it a little clean. Just so that she can shine in all of her glory. Make sure everything looks goodly and centered. Sometimes I do some minor adjustments to the frame here just to make it look. Sometimes the stones are not perfectly shaped, so you try to use the frame to your advantage to kind of hide those imperfections and make it look like it is. This side looks like it's sticking out a little bit more than the other one, so I'm going to bring in that wire there. Make sure it's still secure. Bring it back up at the front a little bit. over to me. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna clean this up and take some videos and photos. Obligatory social media things. Try not to open the wildfire app. Actually, the more that I look at this, I kind of feel like I want to put a little extra bead in that spot. The spot I'm looking at is right here. So I think I might do that. Delete the video I just took. Be able to squeeze in 3 and that looks okay. No. Let's see what another 2.5 millimeter bead looks like. It is. No, I don't think so. Ooh, actually, I do have an idea. This one they might be a little too big, but I'm curious to see. Might complement it quite well. So I've got these like little sparkly bicone 4mm check glass beads. Oh, they're super sparkly. Oh my gosh, I love things that sparkle. Oh, the colors match perfectly. I don't think it fits with the design of this guy. I think I might just leave that space empty then. Just doesn't. Oh, I really want to use this bead though. Think. Yeah, that's the only spot for it, I think. Oh well, next time. Next time. Okay, so I'll just give it a quick polish again and do the video again. Photo looks good. Video looks good. Great. All right, so it is dinner time for me here. So I will end the stream here. Thank you again for all of those who've been lurking. Thank you to Idaho, who was here earlier and chatting with me while I was making this little amethyst beauty. I really appreciate you being here. I am going to start another stream this evening where I am making a custom pendant. I'm super excited. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a nice simple little teardrop pendant. Hopefully it'll find its person soon. Alright, but for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of the stream. And hopefully if you are available later this evening, I'll see you then. But if not, bye for now.